So I'm going to explain the fastest way to get started with shadcn UI in 2026. So you're going to want to find this Obra shadcn UI kit and open it in Figma. And I'm assuming you're working for a company and you have some brand, right? What you should do is like delete this heads up, or you could read it because it's some context, but just gonna like show you how to do it the fastest, right? You would delete this thumbnail, you would delete this text here, and you would call this like brand X. Like let's say your brand is brand X, and you would say brand X design system. And then you would put your logo here, which I will skip now. And then there's all this site info about shadcn UI Pro. If you're interested, you can read it, but we're just gonna get rid of it and these Pro blocks as well. This is my own product, right? But I'm just showing what you would do if you would use the free version. So let's clean it up with the dividers here. This change log, like we don't care. Let's remove it. My boss will see where it's coming from. So delete. Let's call this like brand X design system. And then what you're going to want to do is actually also remove this reference like component documentation created using Obra Autodocs. Like here, I think we're just going to put like brand X design system. And if you change that text, it will change like on every page, right? So by now it's unrecognizable that you started from a kit because, you know, like everything just looks like it's there from scratch. Let's remove some more documentation from some of the pages. And actually also, like I'm not going to do it in the video because it would take too long, but you could remove like all these dots, right? Because they are more like internal to the kit. What that dot means is that the component has been stylized in the different shadcn UI styles. So the community ships in Nova, but this one is Nova as well. But Pro has 7 different styles. So the Pro version of this shadcn kit has like Vega, Mira, Lyra, Luma, like the different shadcn styles. So you're going to want to remove all those dots just to have it clean. Maybe since I'm the author of this kit, we should reconsider these dots so people would not have to remove them. But let's stop here. I think you get the point, and let's start customizing our library. We will start here with the variables, and I'm first going to go to shadcn create. So I'm going to go to ui.shadcn.com, and I'm going to go to create. And I'm gonna stay with Nova here, and I'm just gonna put this to my taste, right? So olive, I like olive. The theme here, let's choose something emerald. I like that. Chart color, green, maybe. I don't love that fuchsia. Orange. Okay, let's go with orange charts. And the header, we will change it into Geist mono. Why not? And then the body font, we will change it into Roboto, I think. Roboto slab is a bit much, but let's do man rope. Okay. So we have, this is actually quite ugly. I'm just going to change that to Roboto, and I'm going to change that to Roboto as well. Like that makes more sense to me. And the icon library, I'm just going to leave it alone now, and I have this preset here, right? So I'm going to copy the preset. I'm going to go into Figma, and I'm going to go into our community, and we will find the Obra shadcn create plugin. So if you type Obra shadcn create, you will find this plugin. And if you run the plugin, then it will invite you to copy the preset. So let's apply the preset. We see that it's doing its thing. It's changing to olive, emerald, orange, Roboto. Okay. And we can see that these settings have been changed here. And we can see already here in the background that our color has been changed into a base color. We also have the theme. We have the chart color. So the theme emerald, that's going to be apparent on the buttons, right? So I click here on button, and the button shows up as emerald. And then the charts, let's check the charts. That is on the chart page. That looks orange to me. Then the font in general looks like Roboto, right? So we will basically We have our colors down. We have our kit like in progress, right? We want to remove some of these dots. Maybe I should just make a little button to do that automatically. This is documentation, right? Like it's there for a reason, like this message component is new. Essentially, like if I was the designer, like finding this file, I don't really care. Like I just want this clean. So probably I'm gonna code it into the plugin that, to remove the dots and the new markers automatically, just so you don't have to go through this ordeal, right? Now, the next step, I'm almost done. The next step is that you would like maybe remove this OC components, that it's also a bit of a hint that this is coming from an external source. So let's remove it. And I think we can change here to brand X, right? They are only for internal use to help organize the Figma file. So I think if I go through the file, like there is nothing that refers to Obra anymore. We don't need credit. We are just happy that you use our file. Although it's licensed CC by 4.0, so it's nice if you do reference us in your, like let's say you republish the file for some reason, like we've seen people do like a right to left version. Like it's nice to mention us. I'm just gonna go through this and see if it looks good. Yes, clear. I think that's all looking very good. Okay. Another thing with shadcn is that it's like the start of your design system. So you will find that, for example, alert, like there is no success alert. So if you need a success alert, you will have to invent it. So I'm just gonna show you how I would do that. First, I'm gonna open Autodocs because I want to remove this documentation. So here, sometimes there is a bit of a bug where the removing of the documentation doesn't work and you have to do it manually. So you drag out this component and then you delete it. But generally, it should work. You could remove it by clicking it. I'm going to look at that after this video. But what I want to show is that, let's say you want to make a success type of alert. That's how you would start extending your component. Maybe we would use like the green 600 from Tailwind here. Maybe for the icon, we would kind of like either lock it to a success icon or just keep it open, like depending on what you want to do, right? You can change it. But let's say this is our success state. We would run Autodocs again. We would click Auto Align, then generate docs. And then we will see that these are the options that you have for the alert. So that's how you would go on and start like customizing the kit. And usually how that goes down is that many people need like many components, right? So you would start making like super many changes to every component for a custom design system. But this gives you a base to work from. So yeah, that's the fastest way to get started. Like by making this video, I found some ideas on how to make it even faster. And that's our free community kit. If you're interested in the Pro kit, there's info on the website and in the original files.